Hey, welcome to Graphic Policy Television GPTV. I'm Brett. In my hands is AfterShock Triple Play, a really interesting release from AfterShock that brings together 3 issues, some one-shots they've already released, into one nice, handy little release and package. For $4.99, you can't really beat the price for 3 stories. Plus, you get this really cool triptych cover. But it really comes down to if you already have all 3 issues, there's not really much reason to get this. If you don't have all 3 issues, it's well worth the price. Now the question is, what's inside? All right, so we got Animosity Tales by Marguerite Bennett. Elton Thomasi is the artist. Lesko is the colorist. Dillon is the letterer. And then we have Dark Arc Instinct, written by Cullen, Bunn. Antonio Fuso is the artist. Stefano Simeone is the colorist. Sharpe is the letterer. And We Live the Last Days by Inaki, Miranda, and Roy Miranda is the writers. Inaki Miranda is the artist. And did the original cover. Cruz is the colorist. Sharpe is the letterer. All right, so as I said, if you have all 3 of these, there's not much reason to get this. I don't believe there's anything different or extra in this at all that you get that's new. It's not like extra bonus, anything like that. No. Instead, you have 3 one-shots that were originally released. I know that the We Live was Free Comic Book Day. I think the other ones were too. I could be wrong on that. But you have 3 stories all released separately, packaged together, and it's a really nice sampling of what AfterShock has to offer. And I think as a sampling, it's some of the best that AfterShock has released. Like, these are really 3 solid series that entertain 3 very different series. But overall, like, this is I think shows the quality that AfterShock does. 3 very different stories. You got the Animosity story. So Animosity is about this world where animals get sentience, I guess is the best way to go. Like, I don't know what a good way of describing it is, but they start having human emotions and thoughts and intelligence and rise up against their human oppressors. Obviously, some animals side with the humans, some humans, I think, side with the animals, however you want to look at it. And it was a really interesting series. It's been a really solid read for what I've read of it. Dark Arc, I love it. So the concept is you have Noah's Ark, and then there's this other ark that has like all the messed up evil creatures and this evil sorcerer who has been given a task. So it's about their journey as opposed to Noah's journey during the flood. And then We Live, I think, is one of the best series to have come out in a little while. And it's about this world that's falling apart. There's this signal from aliens that they'll save a certain amount of kids. They have to have these bracelets, go to this location, and I'm just going to leave it there. This particular story is about 4 friends who are making the journey. And the thing about We Live I think is absolutely amazing is it constantly gets me choked up. It hits me in the emotional gut every single time. If you go back to my individual review of We Live, even the main series and then this one-shot for Free Comic Book Day, a lot of people agree with me underneath that it is a tearjerker. It is really, really well done. And just, especially I think if you're a parent, it just hits you. Overall, like, all 3 are solid reads. As I said, if you do not have these issues, if you've not read them, I know they've already been released, and you still might be able to get them as Free Comic Book Day. They might be floating out there, whatever. If you are not able to get them, this is so worth picking up. I think there's 3 quality issues that's worth the money, especially $4.99. The art is good. Like, again, 3 very different styles, and shows off the diversity that AfterShock puts out. Dark Arc has a very like horror vibe to it, which is really cool. And then We Live is, I don't know quite how to describe it. The look, it's very innocent, I think is a great way of describing it. It's just a really solid release. Pick it up. I recommend it. If you do not have these 3 issues, grab them. If you only have 1 of the 3, grab it. 2 of the 3, we might debate on that one. But none of them, absolutely go get. I think it's well worth $4.99. Awesome. Out now in comic shops. You can go get it. We got a link beneath this video. Put in your zip code to help comic shops near you. No shop, no problem. We do have some links where you can purchase your own. There'll be affiliate links, so we get a small percentage. By doing that, you'll support our site, so thank you. And speaking of support, AfterShock has hooked us with the review copy. We appreciate that. And, of course, thank you all for watching. If you're into comics, if you're into AfterShock, check us out every single day at graphicpolicy.com. We're on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Tumblr, all at Graphic Policy, keeping it nice and consistent. Until next time, keep reading those comics and keep it geeky. Hey, thanks for watching the previous video from Graphic Policy Television. Just by watching, you help support our site. Thank you so much. Now, if you're watching these videos, you probably care about geeky things like movies, television, comic books, toys, games, video games, you name it. You can go and subscribe right now to our YouTube channel to stay in touch and catch all the new videos, or check out our website at graphicpolicy.com. There's a nice link on this end of the video. But as always, thank you for watching. Keep on rocking and keep it geeky.